Welcome in. Tonight we are going to be playing some more Orwell, so I hope you are ready for Big Brother to be watching. So I will admit I am a little bit under the weather, so it might be a little bit of a shorter stream. It just depends on how things go. But let's see. Actually, it looks like things are going kind of weird. Hang on. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I know what happened. Hang on one sec. Looks like my camera just decided to die, so hang on. Alright, that's better. Alright, everything else seems to be good. We have our game. We have our game audio. Everything looks alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and get an intro, and then we'll get started. So here we go. Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we're playing Orwell, and once again we are going to be playing as Big Brother as we try and track down who was responsible for blowing up a public area. We thought it was Cassandra, but she was in custody when a second bombing happened. So was it an organization she was connected with? Was it this thought organization or something else altogether? I don't know. Without further ado, let's hop in and find out. All right. So here we go. Let's see. Log in. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. So yeah, we are working for the nation. Okay, so this was a summary of what we did last time. We learned that she was criminally charged with the injury of the police officer at a past protest at the Freedom Plaza, although it was in defense, right? It seems to have been in defense. She's an artist. Former criminal case was closed due to a lack of evidence. She is in a relationship with her lawyer. She seems to have undergone a radical change after she joined the activist group Thought. Collected data shows a potentially dangerous personality. So she's like on antidepressants, right? I believe. And Juliet Carrington claimed that Cassandra defended her. So the whole thing that she was arrested for, it was supposedly defending her friend. And she was arrested. But then a second assault at Stelligan University occurred, seemingly connected to the first. So either she's not the only perpetrator or she's not involved at all. So let's go ahead and head on to the next day and see what new research we can uncover. All right, episode 2, a place where there is no darkness. Oh boy. Welcome back. I hope you don't mind if we get started right away. We have tons of work ahead of us. I'm sure we do. Let's go ahead and get started. My superiors agree with me. Based on the information you have already extracted, the activist group known as Thought is worth investigating. It seems that this Goldfells is an important member of Thought, so we now have clearance to consider them as a target person. Now that Goldfells is a target person, there may be new data chunks available in documents you've already accessed. Don't forget to go back and recheck your sources. Yeah, I know we read about him for sure. What's our new headline? Connection between Bonton bombings evident. Bonton attacks against Stelligan University and Bonton and Freedom Plaza are connected, experts conclude. Okay, let's read this. The bombing that occurred yesterday at Stelligan University seems to be connected to the attack against the Freedom Plaza earlier this week. This is the conclusion of the police division who is investigating the cases. In both assaults, a similar explosive device created with pure malevolence appears to have been used, police spokesman Steele said. The letters received prior to the assaults seem to support this suspicion, while their meaning is still puzzling investigators. According to rumors, people have been theorizing the number of stanzas might represent the number of bombings, which in turn raises the question whether there might be another bombing yet to occur. We understand that some people jump to this conclusion, but there's no good reason to believe this, Steele answered when confronted with this theory during a press conference. Meanwhile, Stelligan University has declared that normal operation cannot continue under the circumstances, so they will be closing their doors for the time being. The university has also put up a special front page to pay their respects to the assault victims. See above image. Okay. Where is that at, I wonder? Alright, so let's go back here and look at account Goldfell. So we can, let's click on him. We have his picture, right? What else do we have? Why is this blank now? I feel like, I don't know. Alright. But we have his picture. Our thoughts still free. We read this. So there's a German folk song called The Thoughts Are Free. Now that's important because there's some kind of German verse after each one of these bombings, right? The letter, we are right, it seems. All right. When I was still young, so let's read this whole thing. Dear reader, there is a German folk song called The Thoughts Are Free. It goes like this. Thoughts are free, who can guess them? They fly by like nocturnal shadows. No man can know them, no hunter shoot them. With powder and lead, thoughts are free. I think what I want and what delights me, still always reticent, and as it is suitable. My wish and desire, no one can deny me, and so it will always be, thoughts are free. And if I am thrown into the darkest dungeon, all these are futile works, because my thoughts tear all gates and walls apart. Thoughts are free. When I was still young, long before I immigrated to the nation in 1993, okay, I believed this to be a universal truth, that there are no borders for thoughts and no rules for what is or is not allowed to be thought. So let's see, Sims says an immigrant, Yep. This was not because people should be so tolerant, not at all, because I thought people should be so tolerant, not at all. Instead, I simply held it dear that nobody except for ourselves really knows what's going on in our head until we choose to reveal it. I mean, yeah, I can't really deny that. That's true. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind. If the increasing interconnections of humans via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and brain of our society, and there is an institution that is capable of monitoring every bit stream of it, how can thoughts still be free? It is not likely that we communicate only under great mental reservation to hold on to our knowledge, which means, as a final consequence, we will stop thinking. When I think of the increasingly aggressive operations of the surveillance machinery in the nation, I can truly fear the answer to this question. That is why I created this blog. I want to encourage alternatives to the total control and safety bigotry of this digital world. Okay, so let's add that. He created the blog, The Thought, an activist group with the same name as this blog. Exactly. If Goldfels is the one who created the blog, perhaps he founded or even was the leader of the activist group. I mean, maybe. We have something else. Let's see. All right. What else did we get? We got a new entry. Oh. All right, let's come back to this. Let's look at this. This is a recording, an incoming session. Hey, you. I guess he's talking to Cassandra. I'm sorry about last night. I really should have come over. I mean, it's a little late for that now, my guy. This is the lawyer, by the way. It's just that this client is massively influential and could bring a whole lot of exposure to the office. I'm trying to get a meeting for months, and it went rather well, so here's hoping. You're not going to get a response. I'm such a stupid old man who just talks about his job too much. I'm sorry. It's just such a big part of my life. Hello? Are you still upset? He's like sending a wall of text and not getting an answer. We would be arrested, right? Cassie, can you at least answer me? If you don't, I'll start to worry. You know what I'm like. Yeah, well, I mean... Alright, thought must change direction. Okay? I thoroughly believe we were able to capture I thoroughly believed we were able to capture minds. If only we could garner attention on thought as a group and what we stand for. It seems my ambition was once again too much. After 1.5 years recruiting 2 of my students and arranging 3 demonstrations like the one held at Freedom Plaza, okay, that sounds promising. 3 demonstrations. More interesting might be that 2 students seem to be involved. Interesting. I feel obliged to ask myself where we stand. Have we reached our goal? What has been sacrificed along the way? In short, are we true to the initial goal that formed the group? Frankly and sadly, the answer to the latter is a resounding no. We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred towards those we thought to do us wrong, or those we thought to do us wrong. Thoughts are free, but that does in no way mean that they can attack or do whatever they wish. Instead of blaming others, I now see my high aims might well be the cause for all the events of the past months. More than anyone else have thought, I feel I'm responsible. So these are in contradiction to each other, I think. Reacts with hatred and anger about the troubled past of thought. Feels responsible for the troubled past of thought. Let's come back to that one. As a consequence, I will halt my active engagement in this group. I firmly believe it should be for the better of everyone involved, especially my students from Stellingen. Okay, let's drop these in. Okay. Whatever active engagement means, still an interesting fact. And he's a professor at Stellingen then. All right, so we found a related document. What now, Stellingen? The same Stellingen where a bomb just exploded? Exactly. You know what I think about coincidences? I won't repeat it. He doesn't believe in coincidences, guys. So we definitely have to trace down this rabbit trail. So far, the evidence suggests that Goldfels was a prominent lecturer at Stellingen, and some of his students became involved in thought. At least 2 of them, right? Did he recruit them for his cause? I don't know. We need to identify those students, see who else is involved with the group. Exactly. All right, concerned 1. Please reconsider. Guy hurt there was only a cop. They had it coming for long. It was messy, I know. All the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. It was messy, I know. All the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. But look at the bright side. We made the news. This is what we wanted, what you wanted. I just don't know about this yet. We'll have to see. Let's go back to the overview. What do we have here? Are there any more? These are all archived. I don't know if we can actually access them or not. Let's see. What did we get? We got a memorial. Knowledge, science, wisdom, and sometimes all remain silent. Bomb assault on Stellingen campus closed down until further notice. Yesterday evening, an explosive device went off on Stellingen campus, killing a Stellingen student, as well as a lecturer. Several other individuals have been severely injured. The authorities are investigating. This is an unspeakable tragedy. Stellingen President Hopkins said during the press conference that took place this morning. In the light of recent events, it is impossible to maintain a daily routine. That is why I have decided to suspend all educational services of Stellingen University until further notice. Therefore, Stellingen campus will remain closed at least for the rest of this week, with no educational courses or events taking place. Okay. What else do we have? Stellingen Canteen elected Best Public Dining Hall. The jury of the nation's best contest, annually awarded to the most excellent public services, has declared Stelligen's Canteen the winner in its Best Public Dining Hall category. In the recent time, we have tried to be fearless about our services and trying something new, something that just may not have worked. We are very happy to receive this honor as a direct consequence of those efforts. The student service manager Gusto declared consecutively in a press statement. Okay. What else do we got? There's more headlines. Breaking news. First suspect in connection with assault arrest. Is that going to be about Cassandra? A couple of minutes ago, the Botten Police Department reported that an arrest in connection with the recent bombings in the capital has been made. All right, woman arrested. Yeah, that's going to be Cassandra, right? A couple of minutes ago, the Bonton Police Department reported an arrest in connection with the recent bombings in the capital has been made. A young woman has been brought into custody thanks to investigation efforts of a special task force, police spokesman Kaufman said. How the woman is related to the bomb attacks, Kaufman did not cover. However, it is rumored that the suspect is well known to authorities by other incidents. Okay. That is 100% talking about Cassie. So I don't think there's anything else on here. Let's see what else we've got. Watergate. Anything new we can add here? I think the suspect was arrested in her flat. She willingly opened the door and cooperated with the arresting officer after having the warrant announced and her rights read to her. I think that was the most recent one, right? Yeah, that's the one, because that's April 13th, and this was April 14th. She was arrested yesterday. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else could we look for? Freedom is unfree. This was Cassandra's one, right? Pretty much. Abraham predicted pretty much this for all the web, and now it's our real lives too. Yeah, so this is the article that we already got to. Now, one thing that I'm curious about, thought must change direction. This was, he said, okay, it was published July 2016. So here's the thing. If he was withdrawing as a result of the recent bombings, then that would have been 2017. So this is like a year prior. We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred towards those we thought to do us wrong. I now see my high aims might well be the cause for all the events of the past months. And that we may need to do that one, because this is before any kind. Let's check her timeline. So I want to see what happened. Let's look at dates. So we're looking at what happened in 2016, right? Cassandra posted on August 10th. Okay, so actually she was involved. Okay, so this is the 2016 is what happened when Cassandra was involved, right? So June 28th, it was just prior, or just after June 28th, right? Let me look back at thought must change direction. Okay, so yeah, so whatever happened, what do we say though? We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred towards those we thought to do us wrong. In short, are we true to the initial goal that formed to the group? Was he involved? Maybe, I wonder, can we see the article? Let's look back. Bomb obliterates. I don't think, is this woman a terrorist? So let's see. The case that keeps the media and the public guessing, Cassandra W., pictured above, who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration against the newest amendment to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. Due to the chaotic nature, police have not been able to connect the crime to her. And it doesn't necessarily say that he was there, but he definitely organized it, right? I feel like, oh, do we have another headline? No, that's just the same one. All right. We've got to make a choice here. What do we think? We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred. It did sort of become a mob, right? I now see my high aims might well be the cause for all the events of the past months. More than anyone else have thought, I feel responsible. Hinted at a troubled past of thought. Feels responsible for the troubled past of thought. Reacts with hatred and anger about troubled past of thought. I feel like it's got to be this one, right? Like, it could be that, he just hates things, but right now we don't have any more information. I think we just have to go with that he feels responsible, because I feel like the other one was he was saying that his actions led to that, right? A troubled past. We'll have to get to the bottom of this. Exactly. All right. What else can we examine? Is there anything else there? Let's check out. Do we have any other chats? Nothing else here. All right. What else can we look at? Participate. This is the party. What is the party? The 5 pillars of a great nation. We firmly believe in a strict safety regulations and mechanisms to preserve the life and well-being of every individual. So we did actually read a little bit about the safety bill. It's a collection of safety-centered laws and statutes created with the ultimate goal to protect the freedom of the nation's citizen. Central to the safety bill is the simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative measures against criminal suspects in their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses. I think that's what we're doing now. The safety bill also paved the way for stricter regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transiting through the nation. It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. Since the safety bill has come into effect in 2011, the total number of acts of crime and terrorism committed have been decreasing continuously, and the trend is ongoing to date. So that's 2011. So why are they talking about 2016, right? The party is elected. I'm not sure. There had to have been some kind of catalyst, right? I just don't know. What could be the catalyst? Become a part of the party? Join the army of the nation? All right. I don't think there's anything there necessarily. Was there anything else on Cassandra's portfolio? I don't think so. Okay. Let's see. What else can we find out? We really need to dig into his blog, right? Maybe there's something here we can access. Okay, so this one, Our Thoughts Still Free. That one is 2012, right? All right, so overview. Can we go here? That one's forbidden. Go back to the main page. Flawed. I'm very curious. Metamorphosis. I'm very curious about what all is going on here. War and indifference. Thought must change direction. A night to remember. Freedom is unfree. Yeah, so I don't know what we add to this. Let's just keep looking. Maybe there's something we can do about the memorial, right? Courses. I know what we can do. Notable alumni. Okay, so let's see. Orlando Buford, Catherine Delacroix. Okay, this is the safety leader, right? In the government, she's in charge of the safety department. Ever since her early study years as a student of criminal law, Catherine Delacroix has been a member of the party. In 2009, when the party had been elected as government, Delacroix was named head of the newly created Minister of Security. Okay. Joseph Langley. Okay. Joseph Langley, this is a lawyer, opened his own law office in the city of Boonton some years after his graduation from Stelligan in 1992. His law office is probably best known for having defended construction entrepreneur Elwood Hendricks in what gained public attention as the Lion's Share scandal. Joanna McElroy, don't know her name yet, I don't think. And Orlando Buford, I don't know his name yet. Do we have any other? Let's check out courses, because maybe we can find him, right? Yeah, there we go. This course is currently unavailable. Department Media. Professor A. Goldfells, having retired. Okay, here we go. Being a luminary in his profession, Abraham Goldfells, let's drag that over there, gladly accepted the offered professorship in the field of media ethics at Stelligan, from which he sadly retired in fall 2016. Abraham it is. Well done. Yes, that is his first name, so we have his full name. He retired in 2016. That would coincide with when Cassandra got arrested. Did you notice the bombing location seemed to be closely connected to Thought? There could be a pattern emerging. I agree. Thought has held 3 demonstrations, yet there's only been 2 bombings, which might imply, well, it's definitely a shot in the dark, but we absolutely need to do everything we can to prevent another attack. Take a close look at the past of each member with Thought. Find out the locations of all demos they have held. That might yield a hint. All right, let's see. Previously, Professor Goldfells has held a position as a journalist at Der Reporter, one of the most renowned German daily newspapers, and was also a chairman of the Global Media Ethics Congress. In his work, Professor Goldfells never relents to emphasize the importance of privacy over public interest. So that's why he's an activist, because it's basically his whole code of ethics here. We also have this. A former chairman. Okay. A chairman of Ethical Congress. Just an average run-of-the-mill terrorist trait. You think? All right. I don't know. I have no idea, but privacy versus public interest, where the right to know ends. Okay. Id, ego, and selfie. An analysis of dangers in overexpressive self-representation in social media. I mean, yeah, people are definitely sharing too much on social media. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to find out as much as we did about Cassandra. De Gedanken sind frei. The thoughts are free. A modern time declaration of independence towards mass surveillance. Oh, that's against everything the nation stands for, right? What do you say to that? He literally wrote the book. Exactly. Well, that's a whole lot of information about this Goldfells, yet only one other page can be indexed. Very strange indeed. I think the next course of action should be to look for other people of this thought group, like the students he mentioned. Okay. Do we have any names, though? I don't know that we do. So let's see what kind of new articles we have, if anything. Okay. Isu Cal, we have an attendee list. Welcome to the internal Stelligan University class attendee system. Pick a class by completing the 3-step wizard below. Let's see. We want to do... The bombing took place in July 2016, I think. He left Stelligan in fall of 2016. All right, let's take a break for the rest of the ads. And let's think about this. Which one do we pick? I think it would be winter semester, right? Because there's no spring. I think it would be one of these two, because summer is when it all went down. Now, it could be summer. So, but this is after the fact, right? We'll just have to, I think we're just going to have to check them all. We'll just look and see who could be involved. What do we have? Member of the group called Thought. He left in fall, though. So this one, he wasn't there. So even if we found a student there, it's not necessarily going to help us out a whole bunch. All right. So the ads are just about over. All right. Should be complete. Let us continue onward. I think... Let's go ahead and check out the summer semester 2015 first. This would be like a full year before, so I'm not super confident. Let's see. Welcome to the internal Stelligan University class attendee list system. Pick a class by completing the 3-step wizard. Well, it was media, right? Okay, so did he have any classes? Let's look. Abraham Goldfells. I don't see anything. Okay, so it must not be that. Let's check winter media. Professor, okay, so we have one with Professor Goldfels. Let's check this one. Showing 26 attendees in class number 67116. This was winter semester 2015-2016. So if he was trying to indoctrinate a class of students, I feel like that would be a good time to do it, because then that led into what happened during the summer, right? We have Lamont Becker has requested to write a thesis on the topic of this course. He had a B. Cody Bruner had a D. Maureen Cole with a D. No one's doing well in his class. Jeffrey Leo Dodd had a D. Edgar Dotson had a C. Abigail Drew had an A. So maybe. Brian Fernandez C. Sonia Fernandez D. Do we have any interesting names? Oh, Juliet Carrington. She had an A. Isn't that Cassandra's friend? Oh, that's the one who was at the protest, right? So let's add her. Okay. We have seen this name before, haven't we? Yes, she was a friend of Miss Watergate. Now it also appears she was a student of Abraham Goldfels. I think that's enough to warrant a report. Give me a few minutes. All right. He's thinking. All right, we have authorization to investigate Miss Carrington. All right. Who else can we come up with? We'll have to check her out. Is there any other students? Because it said 2 students. Is Cassandra the other one? Maybe. Let's also check, let's check the last one. Summer semester 2016. Media. He did not teach a class during there. Okay. And then he was gone by the next one. So that one wouldn't have mattered. So let's check out Juliet. Let's go check out her profile. Juliet's timeline. Okay, we have a picture. Status, if you're just listening hard enough, you can hear the people sing. Okay, so she's a PR assistant at Rosentech. We have like all of her information, birthday, place of residence. Like, you probably shouldn't put all this information right on the front page of your social media. Like, just saying. Like, be smart about it. All right, so she likes Stelligan University, the Targets. That's the same band that Cassandra liked. The Fairview Public Library and Cafe Chestnut. Let's see. So Cassandra actually posted just a few, let's see, what month are we in now? We're in April, I think. So just a month ago. You can actually dance, and I got proof now. Let's see. Is that really me? I gotta be careful around you, apparently. Great photo, though. Who took it? Nice try, Jules. A magician never reveals her tricks. Anyway, thanks for the great time, Cassie. I must admit it felt kind of good to go out once. Not that I plan on doing that again anytime soon. What? Every time I ask you out, you're so busy, and then you fall for freaking muffins? If I ever had known that before? I swear I've seen Adam Dunbar on Cassandra's profile. Sorry, Adam. Maybe you need to spy on me some more. Alright, so Cassandra wrote, I am bored to death tonight and definitely need someone to come along. Here, Julesy, I got something for you. She got cupcakes. Oh no, my one weakness exposed for everyone to see. Okay, tell me, what do I need to do to get one of those? I'm prepared for the worst. Just go with me and explore Botton's famous nightlife, will you? Blinks big eyes. This was her asking her to go out to the concert, I think. You got a message, Cassie. I need this recipe for my mom. Yuck, you know I'm not so keen on going out late night, plus I don't dance ever. Okay, let's add that to her profile. But it's okay, I fully understand you. I think I will then spend the evening in bed, watch movies, and eat a lot of muffins out of frustration. And then Juliet says, all right, you win. I'll be there in half an hour. That torture and cruelty by my friend. Wait, what? That torture and cruelty by my friend. What is that? Okay. Oh, that Cassandra was doing torture and cruelty to her. Okay, so she's saying that Cassandra is her friend, right? Now, where is Amnesty International when you actually need them? Torture? Is that correct? What? Wow, I think it was just, like a part of speech. That this only underlines her assessment as potentially dangerous from yesterday. I don't think he means that literally. I think she means that as like a figure of speech. Like, I get that we're spying, but still. Let's see. Esther Carrington, is that like her mom? Happy birthday, honey. Yeah, I think so. So good to have you back. To mark the occasion, we decided to update your profile on our family page. Hope you like it. Carrington Family TNA. All right, let's go check that out. Well, we'll come back and check that. Let's finish reading this. Yeah, happy birthday from me as well. Have a good one. Let's see. Nobody took notice. Nobody cares. Nobody. She's feeling down. What did Harry do this time? So Cassandra cares. As much as I like him, you really need to ditch him. So I guess this was about her birthday, right? The girl next door, I think, is like maybe a sister or something of Cassandra, or something. Maybe people would care if you would be, I don't know, less enigmatic, less mysterious. Only 1 week until I have to enter my thesis at Abraham's course, and then it's goodbye Stelligan. I'm a bit scared of this huge gaping hole that this is going to leave behind. So when you call your professor by his first name, that's kind of weird in my opinion. Like, I don't know. It was always like, professor, last name. Like, you don't call them by their first name. All right, so Amanda Hines says, girl, you gotta manage. I know it's scary, a scary thought at first, but we'll stay in touch no matter what. Hear me? And Juliet says, thank you, Amanda. I feel much better already. We definitely keep in touch. All right, Juliet says, this drives me outright mad. Even though Cassandra and I just got to know each other at the protest at Freedom Plaza, she stood up for me regardless. This woman is a hero and not a terrorist. Go, Cassie. So she first met her, so why would Cassandra be defending her then? Makes me wonder. All right, let's see. If one pisses off, this is Rick Denton saying this, if one pisses off the government, one must expect them to respond accordingly. Action causes reaction, the simple-mindedness. I guess he's against this sentiment. Also, this doesn't sound like the Juliet I know. You wouldn't even accept the duty of being the class representative when you were appointed. How come you care so much about politics now? Okay, it's because of the professor, I bet. I bet she had a crush on the professor or something. First Miss Watergate and now her. Is there some sort of brainwashing going on? That's what I'm wondering, yeah. I'm not surprised you stand up for your beliefs. Underneath, you're a strong one. But activism? Attending demonstrations? Is that still you? Juliet says, sometimes people change their minds. Sometimes other people help to get the right mindset. Is that some other people, Professor Goldfells? Find out what you truly care about. This is about our freedom, and I know what it feels like not to be free. What would you want me to do instead? Sit at home being indifferent? Rick says, indifferent? No, I just see no use in occupying public plazas and throwing stones at poor men and women. This is democracy. We have petitions for that. Harrison, that's who responded on Cassie's profile. I'm so proud of you that you're capable of using the essential tool of any good slacktivist. I would like to post a really slow clapping sound, but Timelines doesn't allow it. So just imagine it if you can. I don't know. His profile picture just makes me wonder. Juliet says, Harry, well, I really appreciate you've got my back and everything. I don't think you need to intervene here. This is a Rick and Juliet only thing. Thank you. Kindly see your way out. All right, let's go check out her family page. We are the Carringtons, okay? Jonathan and Esther Carrington. A man walks into a bar and meets the girl of his dreams. They marry, settle down, and have 4 daughters. Okay, so maybe that other girl was Juliet's sister then. What may sound like the beginning of a cheap joke or some kind of pulp fiction is in fact a fairy tale come true. When John met Esther, they immediately knew it was love, so it's no wonder that only a year later they got married in a small chapel near Lake Springwell. At the same time, they began to build a house in Malloy Court, a cozy little spot in Farview, which would serve as the very foundation for the family and which they still inhabit to the day, happily ever after, so to speak. In 1985, the first daughter, April, was born. Little did they know that there would be 3 more to follow. So it's April McIntyre. Oh, McIntyre. Wasn't that the name we saw on the alumni page? I follow you. I have some amazing. Okay. Thank you for your comment. All right. Let's see. Headmistress. She's a teacher. She likes mashed potatoes. So she's the firstborn daughter. Her name is not a coincidence. Her name is April. She decided to be born on the 1st of April instead of the March date. Okay, so May Carrington. She, I assume, is the second daughter. It had always been crystal clear that May would found her own company one day, and in 2012, that's exactly what happened. With a little help from some friends and her caring parents, she managed to create the today well-known clothing startup Me Cloth, and was more than a dozen employees. Okay. June Carrington. Oh, so Juliet's the youngest. Okay. Little June was so fond of everything that had the slightest bit of technology on it. It began to worry John and Esther, but there was really nothing to be concerned about. June has proven to be one-of-a-kind engineer, and now the Bontton Machine Works company is profiting greatly from that fact. Okay, so Juliet, we have another portrait of her. She's playing a guitar. February 14th is when she was born. We actually already have that, right? Oh, we don't have the day, so let's add that. Okay. Favorite color, red. Favorite pastime, playing the guitar. Okay, I like a joke as much as the next person, but her favorite color? Do you really think that's pertinent information right now? I mean, I don't know. There's an active bomb threat right now. Could you please focus on that? I'm sorry. I didn't know. Okay, so that was something we should have just not put on there. So, To Kill a Mockingbird, that could be relevant. I forgot we can make some of the messages not relevant. You never really understand a person till you consider things from his point of view, until you climb inside of his skin and walk around in it. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. I actually read that one. Great book. All right, favorite food, probably not important, but guitar could be important. A link to the music, right? Since the nestling of the family showed up a little bit unexpectedly, the parents of Jonathan and Esther decided that they would end the strictness of the naming pattern her sisters had followed in favor of a slight aberration. Juliet learned to play the guitar, even developed the plan to become a professional musician in a band. However, she decided to end her band career once she was single again, and focused on her studies at media economy at Stelligan University. Okay, the parents of John and Esther. Okay. Or the parents, John and Esther. So that's who her parents are. Okay. Maybe we'll get some extra information. And she definitely had studies in media economy at Stelligan. We already knew that. Okay. She was single. Where's the conflict for that? It's unknown. Okay. She decided to end her band career once she was single again. So we got to come back to that and look. Rosentech, welcome. Message from the founder. When I founded Rosentech in 1998, my vision was a simple one. There should be tailor-made software for any purpose. Who would have thought that a guy hailing from merely an attic in his parents' home could create the single most important software company in the nation? Certainly not me. Who would have thought that the government would take interest in the company and become its greatest stakeholder? Certainly not me again. Who is this guy? Victor Rosen. Again, against my wildest expectations, but due to my sheer stubbornness, a lot of persistence, and a little bit of luck, Rosentech today employs 5,106 workers and 224 successfully completed projects. And these figures keep increasing so fast that I added a live counter script to this page to keep it up to date. So what's the essence of my experience? Although I never expected it, my vision proved to be a very strong one. Now let's see what's yours. So who is this dude? Get in touch. Following the 6th commandment of Rosentech, we rely heavily on communication and collaboration with you. We would like you to call us directly so we can discuss your needs. Okay, so who's on the team? We have Rami French, Maria Harper. Okay, Juliet Carrington, PR assistant. Okay. So she works there? Good work. The listener will also track incoming and outgoing telephone calls of numbers you've added. Okay. Nice. And speaking of, we have one. Esther Carrington. Oh boy. welcome to Rosentech. This is PR Assistant Julie Carrington speaking. How may I be of service? Hello, Juliet Carrington. This is Esther. You sound so official at work. Hi, Mom. Is this important? You know I can't take personal calls while I'm at work. I just wanted to check in, make sure you're at home for dinner tonight. Actually, I'm heading out with some friends from work. Time for some Bonton clubbing. Honey, please don't. On the news they said it would be advisable to avoid public places. They expect another bombing. Mom, I get that you're worried, but I can't just sit at home with you every night of the week. That's exactly what those terrorists want us to do, avoid public life. We can't give up our freedom like that. Honey, please, you won't have much freedom left if you're dead. Mom, I won't die. How can you be so sure about that? I could just as easily be hit by a car on my way home to your lovely dinner. Don't say that, just think. This ridiculous group has gotten you into nothing but trouble. What were they called? All right, Mom, I'm gonna think about it, okay? Thank you, honey. Mom, I am sorry, but I really have to go now if I don't want Victor Rosen to personally fire me. I have to go. Sorry, love you. Bye. Okay. Victor Rosen is her boss, okay? Because that just happened. All right. I'm heading out with some friends from work. Plans to go out? Yes, that's probably important. She has plans to go out. It's Friday and Miss Carrington plans to go out tonight in Boston. That information would normally be innocuous, but we know she actively dislikes going out. Yes. People are truly creatures of habit. Maybe she really does want to go out. This seems a little odd. What is she really doing? Exactly. She lives with her parents. That could be important. All right. Now to find her parents' address. All right. Was there anything else at this website that we need? What are the 10 commandments? Any vision is valuable. Software can solve any problem. Embrace the client's vision. Open-mindedness and transparency are key. Always stay in touch with the client. Okay, so this was the one they were talking about. Synchronous over asynchronous communication. Do not waste the client's or your own time by bothering with asynchronous communication like email. It's almost always more efficient and personal to get directly in touch with one another, and it opens up the opportunity for immediate feedback or discussion. This is why we actually have no email addresses, okay? Think about your responsibility, fix your mistakes, learn from them, work here and now, and you can do better. No matter what you can do, you can get even better at it. You continuously learn and improve yourself. Never stop working. Strive for perfection. This guy has some high standards. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Let us see. Can we get some address, an address from their family page? Maybe. Okay, so we have a house in Malloy Court, a cozy little spot in Farview. Okay. Malloy Court, Farview? Huh, funny. That's right around the corner from where I live. Really? Aren't you a little disconcerted? All right, was there anything else that we needed to get there? She decided to end her band career. Where is the conflict? We still don't know where that is yet. We still gotta look for it. There's something else on the Professor Goldfell's page. Oh, we didn't add his picture, did we? So, let's see. Can we go back? Let's see. Go back to Goldfell's. Add this picture. All right. I don't think there was anything else on his. Yeah, that was the data chunk that we had. We have more stuff on the family page. So let's see what else we can find out. I think it might be the conflict, right? We haven't figured out what to do with this. And this one, I think that's irrelevant, right? Like, we just don't care about that. All right. Get in touch. Was there something else that we could do here? New portrait. We got the... Oh, we didn't get the new portrait. We got the telephone number, but we didn't get the portrait. All right. So we have our new portrait. All right. I feel like... Is she in a relationship with the leader of the company that she works at, it just makes me wonder, because of the way she phrased that, right? All right, I think we got everything from there. Let's see what else we got. I still haven't discovered this other data chunk, so I guess, is there anything in Cassandra's stuff that we could look at? We may need to look, now that we have permission to look at Juliet, we may need to go back to Cassandra's timeline and see what we can add. Let's see, was there anything else? Because I feel like Juliet talked about it. What is this? We can click on this article, right? Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated that the accused parents manipulated the child. The case that has been at the center of the media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra W. was acquitted of the alleged assault against a police officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. Okay, so I think we did read that one. What else do we have? Is there something new here we could look at? Maybe we didn't check out this one. Winter. Who would have taken over, I wonder? Because obviously the professor wasn't working anymore, right? I don't see any names that jump out at me. All right, so I don't think that's useful, but notable alumni. McElroy, is that like, I wonder, Joanna, what's your parents' name? Oh, Esther Caring. Okay, why did I have McElroy on my, I think one of the sisters had that as their name or something. All right, do we have anything in the listener? So she had some information with Juliet. Can we add that? The post on timelines about this, you really shouldn't write something. Yeah, so she was alerting Cassandra about posting that. Knowing what we know about her, that seems way less innocuous than it did originally. Like originally, it just seemed like she was cautious, but now it seems like she knew what she was doing. Like that's the way it feels. Okay, so where else can we look? Did we look everywhere? Let's scroll all the way down her timeline and see if we see anything. We got distracted by the article that we've already read. Juliet. So Juliet was, it's like Cassandra dumped Mary for Juliet sometime in 2016, right? So happy for you. I knew everything would be okay in the end. Shall we have an awesome Cassandra freedom party on Friday? So even though she doesn't like going out, she still had things that she wanted to do out. I don't know. May Carrington, June Carrington. What else can we do? The only thing we have that I can find is this, but we don't know where the data chunk is. We need to find this data chunk. Is there anyone else that we can investigate? I'm not sure. What else? Let's look back on the attendance list, actually. It was Winter, Media. Who else was in that class? Do we have another student on there that might jump out at us? Don't see anything. So I'm not sure. All right. Well, notable alumni, courses, memorial. Any new headlines? We have the new, that's the one about Cassandra being arrested. So there's nothing new there. All right, where have we missed? Let's check the articles here. These are now comments. Can we somehow connect her to a username, I wonder? It makes me wonder. We'll have to search, I think. Where would we be able to do that? Is there anything on our timeline that we missed? Let's see. We already read everything, but let's just take a look. She's not keen on going out. This was the family website. How come you care so much about politics now? That's just, I don't know what we make of that is the main thing. What else do we have? There's nothing else of timelines. Do we just, maybe we just have to drag that, because I don't know what else it would be. She decided to end her band career once she was single again. I guess we have to do that. I don't know where else we would have. Not all conflicting data chunks have been found yet. Okay, so we need to find that data chunk. Where in the world would it be? Maybe if we think that she's somehow involved with Rosen Technologies, maybe we can find something here. Any vision is valuable. We read all the commandments. I don't see any data chunks there. Is there anything that we could do directly here? We have the new portrait. We have the phone number. Wonder if there's anything that we could do with the phone number. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. All right. We can't access the insider yet, so I'm not sure. Let's keep looking. Let's keep digging. Juliet's timeline. We've looked through that. Let's just try going. Let's look at the memorial again. Maybe we'll find something. Continue to the main page. Let's see. This is an unspeakable tragedy, right? I just don't see anything else that's jumping out at me right now. That was home, right? Or was it? Yeah, that was home. Courses. Oh, what's with this? This course is discontinued. Okay, so that's just nothing, I guess. So we did click on Professor Goldfell's. Orlando Buford. Maybe we need to go check out her and Joseph Langley. Maybe? Let's see. Anything else? Any headlines? That's any new headlines? Timelines, Rosen. Oh, Timelines and Rosen announced cooperation. So this is about Rosen, right? The Davenport siblings, owners of the biggest social network, Timelines, announced major cooperation with software giant Rosen Technologies. So, okay, so now this is relevant. Let's see. It's a big deal. The internet billionaire siblings Ada and Alan Davenport, creators and owners of the most important online social network, Timelines, located in Hillbury, are starting a major cooperation with the bot software giant Rosen Technologies. This has been announced in a press statement given out on Friday by the PR department of both companies simultaneously. By utilizing the existing infrastructure and software development capabilities of Rosen Tech, Timelines will be able to respond to the needs and requirements of the quickly changing digital world in real time. Timelines executive Aiden Davenport is quoted, "Our growing user base will profit from this by significantly reduced downtimes, tightened security, and a sped up integration of new features." She continued. I don't know that we can get to the next page, so maybe that's somehow relevant. I don't know. All right, Rosen Technologies. We can't click on the ad. That is interesting that they have an ad for it. What else do we got? User. We still don't know what her username is, right? So we still can't really do anything with the thought. Although I feel like she's probably involved with that. Let's see if there's anything here. This is Cassandra's parents' company, but maybe there'll be something useful. Dr. Alice Watergate. No, okay. I don't think there'll be anything here. This is talking about the drugs that they have. Okay, the party. I guess let's check this. This is really... Unless there's something in Cassandra's... Maybe we need to check her arrest record, like this one. Maybe we can link something here. Previously arrested. Okay, so there's no information about her connection to Juliet, right? Holding facility. Yeah, and there's nothing here that would be helpful. All right, let's check this. See if there's anything that would be useful on the party's website. I don't think there is, but let's just look. Gallagher, Delacroix, Peter Faulkner, peacekeeping mission. We've looked here. We've looked at all this. Any positions? I don't think there's anything useful here, right? So I'm kind of unsure where we go from here. What have we missed? I'm not sure. The businessman's forgotten daughter. I don't see anything new in portfolio. We can't, like, I don't know. Is there something else that we can get to? I almost think we might have to... We've looked everywhere, right? Is there anywhere we haven't looked? I feel like we have basically looked everywhere. Articles. You tell. Can we somehow access that? I don't know. What about this? Can we, like, drag her username? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. Cassie, you hurt an officer. Was protected from a police officer. A conflict with another data chunk in a communication was already solved. Okay. So we already resolved that one. I mean, I guess are we able? Yeah, we can't drag that one. So I don't know that there's anything here. This is all, none of this is related to her. Let's look through the text. There was some text messages we didn't do anything with, right? Or was there? Welcome to Rosentech. Yeah, okay. Already did that. Victor Rosen to personally fire me. I don't know. I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything that's helpful. We have looked through virtually everything. I think we're going to have to drag that. I mean, it may not be advised, but unless I'm missing something. Is there anything clickable here? Can we click on any of these other siblings or something? I don't think so. I mean, if we dragged Banana Nut Muffins, I think he's just gonna get mad at us again, right? She decided to end her band career once she was single again. She doesn't have a band career, so I guess we do that. Because I don't know what else to do. What did we get? Band. The targets. We are the track you are ashamed of in your fine-tuned playlist. The unexplainable gap in your seemingly flawless CV. Your drunken selfie in your timelines profile. The porn movie found on your work computer. You cannot avoid us because we are you. We are the targets. So, Harrison. Oh, so that's where Harrison's from. He's from the band. He's the vocals. Okay. Former members. Phil Trotsky. Okay. Juliet is Tubman. What? Alright, that's definitely a new photo and a new name. What is this? Is a new name? Aliases. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Anything under gigs? Haunted house? Cancelled? A friend of mine claims that to have heard that Hancock decided to quit the band, but no official statement has been given out. A wholehearted thumbs down for that. Gotta find me a new favorite band now. You better do the same. The whole thing got canceled. What's going on? It's such a shame that Tubman left again. Not those emos on the show again. Why do you do this to us? Okay. The Cell. This was in the past. We're so criminally good, we're gonna get locked up in the cell. It's on and it's gonna be one amazing show. They're also featuring our new member, Tubman. So this was July 4th, 2016. Interesting. Such a blaze. Really love your new guitarist. We'll definitely come to the Freedom Plaza demo. I just have to get to know Julia, especially since she is the one organizing this. Really? What is that? It conflicts with something that we haven't found yet. Interesting. Okay, so she planned that. Okay. Guess who's on stage? The fine folks from Haunted House will have us at their place in November. I don't think there's anything here. And then this is the one that was canceled. Okay. What about albums? Anything here? With more and more poverty in the streets, it's about time for the capitalists to finally recognize them as a viable target group. It's time for an advertisement for the poor. Out now. Can you actually listen to this? Okay. That's really loud. All right. Our new album is available at any music store. Physical ones, forget streaming. All right, sorry folks, this one's all sold out. Okay. We have an email address here, the Media Punk. That was for Hancock, so that might be something we have to come back to. What the actual the moment you open that doc, malicious code injection was detected in Orwell. We've had 47 attack warnings and still counting. What was on that site? Overview. Okay. Interesting. So all of the thought has been... It's been screwed up. Interesting. And now we can't click on any of the links? What in the world happened here? The thoughts are free. Okay. Interesting. Is there anything else here? We've just lost all access to the thought. What? I'm so confused. Everything is gone. Can we access anything? Like if we stay here, will something pop up? It's like playing music. Is that changing pictures? See, there's like something here. Can we click it? I don't know. Alright, I'm not sure. Maybe there's something we can access. The thought. But I really don't know. The thoughts are free. They're definitely doing something now. We've completely lost access to that. Okay. Interesting. So how did we get there? We got there from... Did we get it from here? I don't know. How did we get to the thought originally? I'm not sure. Was it on her timeline? It may have been. But I don't see anything. Not a member. I don't know. I don't see anything. Okay, that is so weird. So, what exactly did we do here? Somehow this, like, completely screwed up our access. We'll definitely come to the Freedom Plaza. I have to get Julia, especially since she is the one organizing this. I want to drag that. How did we lose everything here? That's crazy. So weird. Is there something else here that we haven't clicked? I think we've done everything, right? Unless it's just saying like we haven't picked specific things here, right? I mean, I don't think there's going to be anything useful on these. We can, like, theoretically click all of these, but I don't think any of these are going to be useful. Alright. I mean, maybe they are. Maybe you really have to dig deep. That could be. I think we gotta do that, right? I mean, what else do we do, right? So that Freedom Plaza demonstration was one of Thought's protests. Not immensely surprising. One down, two more protest locations to go. So is it going to be related to this? I don't know. How else are we gonna find it? Can we find any more information about the band? Former members? We can't, like, click on her, right? Those are the 3 current members. I really... What happens if we play it now? So, if we click on this... What happens if we go there now? Okay, so it doesn't do anything. I was, like, so wondering if it might be... Because we didn't mess up until we went to the Target's website. So, whatever we have to do, that is gone. Moving shooting completed. We read that article. Negotiations with Triflith failed. There's nothing there. Is there anything that we've missed on the headlines, I wonder? Let's look here. Nothing. Even if we go to the university page, we have the memorial page, but it's not, there's nothing we can do, right? At sometimes all remain silent. That's literally all there is to it. There's nothing to do there. Okay. So I'm so curious. Could it be, what if there was some other band members in that class? Maybe? Well, let's look and see. Do we have any other band members that are in there? I don't necessarily see any. Not admitted to take exam due to too many missed sessions. Was protected from a police officer. Plans to go out in Botan Friday evening. Is there anything on Juliet's timeline that we've missed? She likes all of this stuff. What have we missed? I'm really not sure. We could look at the family side again. I'm so confused on where we've missed. And how do we fix this? Like, are they all messed up? Let's just go to all of them. Let's see. Are they all screwed up? I think they probably are. But it doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, we can't even get to any of these links now. So I don't know. So confused. Is there anything that this can help us out with? Find out where the 2 remaining protests of thought took place. Identify student contacts. I guess we go back to trying to find out where he had other classes. Maybe he had other classes besides what we've identified, right? So let's go back to this. Does it say what he taught? Media ethics, German newspapers. He was a chairman of global media ethics. I don't know. Well, let's look at all the rest of the students, right? Let's start with Summer. And let's look for him. I don't see him. I suppose we could look for the other classes. I don't think he'll be on here, but I mean, you never know. Might as well be thorough, right? So we don't miss something. We could also see if anything jumps out at us, right? Management. Oops. Did I pick law? I think I picked law again. Yeah, don't see anything here. We've already done media, and then technology. None of the names are jumping out at me. So let's see. Winter. This is the one where we found Juliet. So maybe we can find something here. Let's just take a look at all of the classes, see if maybe he had another type of class. Doesn't really make sense, but I mean, you never know. Did he have any other classes? I only see that one class, which we've already looked at. Media, technology. Yeah, nothing there. Okay. Well, let's check summer semester. He was still there, right? Let's just check all the classes. Did we not click media? Maybe we clicked technology by accident and didn't see him. Could be. Let's see. Oh, we did. Okay. Whoops. We could have saved some time if we had noticed that. All right. We have someone who failed. They make such bad grades. Not admitted. Too many missed sessions. There's Juliet. She took it again. Commands pillars of success or just PR trickery. Registered at this course. What? Annotation, master thesis, Rosen's Tech 10. We already have that, right? Yeah, we already have that. So O'Donnell Harrison. Guest? Okay. Maybe. Who is this? Oh. O'Donnell Harrison. Do we have... Oh. She's related... Oh. She's related to Cassandra, right? Right? O'Donnell Harrison. Abraham Gold. Maybe we put it on Abraham's profile. Guest student. Who is that? Harrison O'Donnell. Yes, we've seen that name. Connected to Miss Watergate. I'll report this right away. We've been authorized to consider Harrison O'Donnell a target person. Now there's some more work for you. Congrats! Yay! Harrison and Juliet. Those must be Abraham Goldfield's students within thought. Well done. Yes. Okay. Oh, we have another call. Oh, Juliet's calling him. You got O'Donnell? Harrison, it's me. Well, 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 look who it is. I knew this moment would come one day, but you've caught me by surprise. Harrison. Shh, Juliet, ever since we first made out on that clear night on the Stelligan Greenfield, I knew it was destiny. I know you never meant to... Will you please spare me your juvenile crap? I didn't believe it at first, but it really is you. To what do I owe the pleasure of your beautiful voice? You miss me, right? So this is why you did it? To make me call you back again? What are you talking about? Oh, come on, don't play dumb, great administrator. I'm talking about the thought page you so generously volunteered to maintain. What? Give me a sec. What is that? You're messing with me, Jules? Okay, so it's talking about the messed up page, right? Are you seriously trying to say that this wasn't your doing? Why would I want to disgrace thought? Maybe because of the same reason you bailed out of thought all of a sudden. Interesting. Thought didn't do stuff anymore since Abe disappeared, but turning it around that way made a fine excuse for you to bail out on the two of us, huh? Maybe then because you disgraced thought before by hiding all of the articles on the thought blog except Cassandra's. Maybe then because you disgraced thought before by hiding all the articles. Okay. Abe archived the first one because he didn't want us to know. None of us could ever access them. I merely did the same with the rest because that would also be in Abe's interest. And Cass wanted to show her article around. And Juliet says, oh, please, I know you deleted all your rebellious posts to secure your cozy job writing that ridiculous opinion column for the T&B. That's our news thing. You know, it's funny you dare speaking of disgrace when Rosen is the government's personal, because you didn't know, I'm not saying that, almost makes you the same in my book. So you really don't know about the hack then? I don't have a friggin' clue. Can you revert the changes? You bet. I'll even hunt down that guy. Just revert it, okay? I don't care who did it. I can't stand having our memories toyed around with. Okay, we'll be done in no time, ma'am. Never could say no to you. If only. Anyway, thank you. Okay, so he's the administrator of the page, okay? Shared intimacies. Okay, that could be important. That links them, right? Okay. Stelligan again. The university seems to play a major role for the members of Thought. You might almost say that that Stelligan is breeding the members of Thought. You bailed out of Thought all of a sudden. No longer a member of Thought. Thought didn't do any more since Abe disappeared. Oh, is that so? We still need to keep observing him, though. Let's see. Former relationship. Yeah, okay. Former relationship. Seems that today's new targets have a common history. Something more than belonging to Thought. Thought didn't do stuff anymore. Disappeared, causing Thought to become inactive. So we need to go to Abraham's and upload that. Okay. Abraham Goldfield's disappeared, causing the group to be inactive. They're no longer active? Well, it seems to me like someone still is. Oh boy. You disgraced Thought. Okay, let's go back to him because he's the one that removed all the articles. Mr. O'Donnell, what are you trying to hide from us? Abe archived the first ones because he didn't want us to know. Okay. So now we go back to Abe. We're like just ping-ponging around people. Hid first articles on Thought blog. Okay, this gets more confusing by the minute. Why do you hide something on a group's blog from its own members? A hidden agenda, perhaps? I mean, could be. You deleted all your rebellious posts. Okay, that is huge intel right there, that he works there. All right. And we got a related document. Hey, I read this one quite regularly. I wasn't all aware it was our guy. The TMB probably didn't know either. Oh boy. We got more stuff. Alright. Let's see. What else do we have? Was there anything else? I think that was basically it. So, we got some new information. Let's see. Harrison's timeline. Okay. So we knew this was Harrison. We already knew this. Alright. He doesn't have any information. Media punk, more precise data. Yeah, because he's the columnist for National Beholder. Alright. The post has been deleted by the user. Deleted multiple posts. That's important. I think. He's hiding stuff. First the articles on the Thought blog, now he deletes posts on his timeline. My, we have a lot to hide, don't we, Mr. O'Donnell? Indeed we do. Everything all right with you? Now it is. Good riddance. Alright, I feel sorry for the girl. It's clear she's been attacked and just panicked. Now they'll have her for this. We didn't start the fire? Everything's been deleted. Look at the dates. July 10th, 2016, July 25th, January 11th. So I think at least these two are in relation to the thing Cassandra got in trouble with originally, right? The fascists turned this into a nightmare. People didn't do stuff. The protest was peaceful until they showed up. They stormed the crowd and provoked what happened. Huh, have you been suffering from a bad case of self-censorship lately? What's happening on your timeline? Exactly. Judy is calling it out. Okay, this couple rocked the show. All right, thank you for taking me along. Honestly, this is Juliet talking. I didn't think that I would be welcomed so warmly, nor that my humble skills would be worth me coming along. Mike Hutchinson says, if you've got it, flaunt it, and you definitely got it, baby. Pulling the strings of a fancy guitar and the spotlights on stage suit you well. Makes you look even more awesome. Julia says, thank you, Mikey. Guess I should have pursued that musical career before even beginning my studies. Study is giving me headaches at the moment. Thank goodness it'll all be over soon. Mike, why don't you go and ask Julia out right away? No need for hiding anything. I can provide a nose correction just for you to make you look just as awesome. Oh yeah, easily jealous, yeah. Okay, that seems right. That could provoke him to anger. Harry, calm down a bit, will you? I don't think Mike meant to be flirty. So she actually got on to Harrison on her profile. So there's definitely some tension here, for sure. Harrison says, never thought I was going to write this one day. First, at Stellingen, feeling so many elite, it makes me want to comb my hair. Any survival tips, my most valuable social network associates? Judy says, you at Stellingen lose a bet? Frank Barnett says, nice joke, Harry. You're a bit early for April Fools. And Harrison says, why can't I go and attend a university like a decent human being without raising eyebrows everywhere, huh? Yeah, being it's as a guest in a lecture of a friend, you got me. But still, stuff just got real. All right. Well, we definitely need to check out his profile on the band. All right. He has the vocals. Oh, that's quite an ego we've got there, haven't we? Indeed. Let's see. Was there anything else? I don't think there was anything else here, was there? A friend of mine claims to have heard that Hancock decided to quit the band. Okay, so former member. Okay. He was previously in it. Let's see. Have to come to Freedom Plaza. Alright, what else we got here? Anything? I think that's it, right? That was all that we had under gigs. And then album. I don't think there's anything that... Except for the fact that we have a riot. Oh, drop Hancock a line. Okay, so we have an email address. Interesting. That'll be useful. Private email address. Excellent. You will now have access to any emails coming in or out of this account. Of course we do. Alright, let's look and see what we got. Oh, we have a chat. Let's check out this chat with, oh, she just messaged. Cassandra just messaged Juliet. Hello. Hey, Cass, what happened yesterday? Remember, so Juliet was texting Cassandra and she disappeared. Juliet, this is Joseph on Cassandra's account. Oh, sorry. Hi, Joseph. Didn't know you had access to Cassie's account. Nice to finally talk to you. We'll drag that over there. You too, Juliet. Have you seen Cassandra since yesterday evening? Heard from her at all? Juliet's gonna have to say no, right? I spoke to her last night via chat. She seemed quite upset about the whole Freedom Plaza thing and something else she wouldn't talk about. There was someone at her door, so she went to answer it and never came back. I assumed it was you. We were supposed to meet for dinner, but I had an unexpected meeting with a client. She wasn't exactly happy about the change of plans. She quit the chat and that was it. I haven't heard from her since. In that case, I think she's probably at home stewing away. You think so? Well, I just tried that. She did give me a key to her flat 2 months ago, but no Cassie. Also, her PC was still on. I guess calling her didn't work either. I tried, no answer. I hate myself right now. So he's like, I definitely screwed up. Did you set your number to private? Otherwise, she's probably just avoiding you. Private is my default setting. After all, I am a lawyer. No, this is not for Cassandra. Cassie told me you were funny. I think you shouldn't worry too much. It's probably nothing. When Cassie's mad, she usually ghosts and wanders around the city. She'll be back in no time. Yeah, she does get a bit fiery at times. We had an argument once and, well, guess what happened? What happened? See, this is why I wanted to talk to you. I feel like sometimes you know her better than I do. And I'm her boyfriend. Oh, I doubt that somehow. I assume she means I doubt that I know her better. I mean, you two were in this thought group together, right? You both went to the Freedom Plaza protest. Is he fishing? And so I thought maybe you'd know other places that could be important for her, the two of you, where she could be at. Oh, are we going to get a new location? Joseph, I'm sorry. Freedom Plaza was organized by Thought. Yeah, but Harrison did all the planning for it. Oh. Okay, I don't know much else. Oh, I see. I wish I could help, but honestly, I don't have a clue. Well, thank you anyway, Juliet. Don't mention it. I'll text you when she turns up or if I get an idea. Okay, so supposedly... I don't know. It said we couldn't undo that, but we didn't have that information at the time, so I don't know. This is Joseph on Cassandra's account. Not too uncommon in a relationship, is it? I mean, I guess not. Alright, I see you. Knock knock, Harrison. Seems I caught you pants down on that little page of yours. Oh, this must be like the hacker, I wonder. Confused? Why, that's fine. You don't know me, and I like to keep it that way. But I know a lot about you, media punk. If you knew what I knew, what I know about you, what this little group of yours did, you would find it just as hard to ignore that those bombs might just carry your name tag. Get what I'm talking about, right? So, the righteous hacker initiate will expose all information I got on you. Might interest the cops, won't it? I have no love for the gov, but I will do what I must, so give me one good reason not to do it, and I might reconsider. Initiate, perpetrator of hacking against Harrison. Okay. We'll add that. And see. Oh, great. Now there is a hacker involved in all this because the situation wasn't bad enough as is. I wonder what this is all about. Alright, those bombs might just carry your name tag. Is being blackmailed by initiate about suspected involvement. Yeah, that's probably very important. I feel that's key. Seems we're not the only ones interested in Mr. O'Donnell and his entanglements in all this. I wonder if this guy has any proof for what he claims. Let's check. Oh, he has so many emails. Order confirmation. Mr. O'Donnell, thank you for shopping at Semiramis Flowers. 1 bouquet, lovely, with tag to Angela. What? Angela Harrison O'Donnell sent flowers. I mean, that could be important. The total has already been subtracted from your bank account. Okay, let's add the bank account. Could be important to track, track the money, right? I don't know if this is important. It's not anyone that he has in contact with, so I don't know. Let's just drag it. It could be someone else he's connected to, right? All right, so the delivery is ready to be picked up. Have a very nice and florid day. And then this is his response. Hey, this is the most pathetic blackmailing attempt I've read in a long time. You want a good reason not to call the cops? I can give you 3. You hacked my site, i.e. my web server. Last time I checked, this was highly illegal. Something about glass houses and stones. Number 2, I don't get what you want to have found out about me. True, our protest didn't always go as planned, but since you claim to know so much about me, you should know that this was hardly my fault. What I wanted is all in my blog. Okay? Not a word about bombing people, only grabbing attention. Bet you never even found that, huh? Where are your mad skills, hacker boy? I'll throw you a breadcrumb so you don't feel too miserable. My Nick. Number 3, I'm the wrong person to mess around with. Leave my page alone. Roll it back and then don't dare touch it again. I will get you. Promise. Let's add that he's a blogger. Maybe we can find it. All right. Nice. All right, let's look and see what we've uncovered. The national opinion this is a new headline. Oh, this is written by Harrison O'Donnell. Okay. Shut the Pargesian border. This time in the national opinion column, Harrison O'Donnell argues why the border to the Parges needs to be closed. I'll go and spill the beans right away. Shut the border between us and the Parges. Now, will you please? Can't anyone see what's happening there? I mean, are you blind? Take a look at Triflith, for instance. The situation there seems to be escalating yet again. 2008 much? And just like then, the nation will let itself get dragged into the conflict. Just like then, the Pargesians will see the nation not as a friend who does the best to de-escalate the situation, but as an opponent who invades and seeks cooperation through force. History keeps repeating itself. That's certainly nothing new. Safety of any citizen is of utmost importance. That has been the party's premise ever since 2009, and ever since then, it has been working like a charm. That sounds like a government line. Until now, that is. As some self-proclaimed benefactors in the opposition claim the borders are meant to be open to possible refugees. I don't know how we suffered already 9 years back. I would agree without a doubt. I would walk out there and welcome them personally with arms wide open. But I do remember perfectly well. Though my name isn't Nostradamus, let me foretell something. We will see a rise in acts of terrorism in the very close future. Who knows? Maybe next week a bomb will go off in the middle of Fairview or Bonton. Okay, let's add that because that could be something. I mean, that's suspicious, right? Yes, I read the article. That was strange indeed. And with the bombings now? Yeah, it's almost like he's calling it. Juliet's timeline. We have something new. When I learned about Stelligan this morning and that 2 people had been killed, I felt devastated because I felt responsible. I have spent 5 years of my life at this university. I even organized a peaceful protest at the Stelligan campus. We don't know this yet. It has been the center of my life for a while, and to see terrorists pervert this place for their foul reasons strikes my heart. So she said, I wonder if this was the one that we put on there that she organized, because she's saying that she organized a peaceful protest. Seems suspicious. First Bank of the Nation. Let's check your account there, sir. First National Bank, putting the safe in safety. Last logged in April 10th. He has 1381.11. All right. He bought his flowers. Easy vid. He bought a video. Got some groceries. The People's Drugs and Pharma Bonton Easy Pay. A very frequent customer at Bonton Drugstore. Sure. I mean, we gotta track the money, so why not? Either he values his hygiene, or that might as well be material intended to wash away a freedom memorial. I mean, that's true. Life Trust Health Insurance. Owns 2 health insurances. Okay. He has 2 health insurance policies. Interesting. A guy his age planning on doing something dangerous, perhaps? The National Beholder Publishing receives a large payment. Yeah, he gets nice money. Okay. Must be the payment for writing the opinion column then. They must value it an awful lot. Alright. The wall of text? Hancock's writing on the wall. Okay. So, it's happening. After years, my plan is finally taking shape. It even has a name. Thought. Finally, a counterpart to the radical reigning of totalitarian surveillance. And I'm glad to have a capable companion in this, one who came up with the best idea for our demo ever. Not going to tell you, it's a surprise. I can only urge you to join us in our aim to unleash this pitiful, pathetic wannabe democracy of a country from its shackles. For freedom is not free in a place where every move is observed and analyzed. Help us to make freedom free again. Run around naked, eat chocolate pudding from a diaper, gross, nasty, insult your mom on timelines. It's mind-boggling how anything, no matter how mundane, will generate attention these days, as long as it's not normal. A construct of society that doesn't make sense, by the way, and there's a camera around. You can be sure we will hear about it. The ever-present cameras are one reason this site exists, at any rate. Everyone loves the sound of click tsunamis in the morning. Already got a nice plan of my own. As soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people, we're going to occupy that elitist university. Stelligan, that's for sure. I bet we could scare those cardigan-wearing conformists a great deal just by showing our ugly faces. Oh, how I'd love to see them running. So, which one it conflicts with? I even organized a peaceful protest. How does it conflict? So I guess it comes down to whether we think Hancock or Juliet's in charge of it. But she invited him to join the class, right? I'm not convinced he's the organizer. He seems like it, like he's super, I don't know, like he's got issues, but I'm not convinced. I've really grown fond of the idea to start a band, maybe call them Enemy of the State or the Most Wanteds. Music is an excellent way to add the spice of emotion needed in order to make important messages stick in your mind. And I'm ready to be a rock star. I already live in a trailer anyway, so I might as well go for the full gutter punk life. So what do you like more, Enemy of the Estate or the Most Wanteds? Or maybe something else? Anyone willing to join? After all, I can't do it by myself. I mean, I could, but solo rock stars are even lamer than Dime Front. Alright, let's add that. Lives in a trailer. Oh, come on. Can you please get more stereotypically antisocial? Alright, if there's any hope left for this country, it lays with its people. It is resembled by every freely thinking mind, every individual of this place that is willing to switch on their brains. Safety is a lie, nothing but a buzzword used to cause fear and take control from you. If you don't get that, you might as well turn into a remote-controlled zombie and say bye-bye to free will. Thing is, people love staying blind as long as they have the illusion of safety. So what I need now is a way of getting this truth in everyone's head. No, 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 no. The perfect safety of the individual is our ultimate goal. We have stated so before our election in 2009, and we will stay true to our promise. To be able to provide this, we will again greatly increase surveillance measures in the month and years to come. There is already a new concept in the works at the moment that continues to stretch our current technology, pushing our safety initiatives to an entirely new level. These words came from the glorious Majesty herself, Miss Catherine Delacroix, Lady Security, this very morning. I cannot even find the words for how mind-bogglingly stupid the government's plan is. It's in conflict. Okay. Let's turn on our brains for a second and think. What do people value most these days? Freedom, of course. The freedom to say stupid things on the internet. The freedom to choose a trillion cell phone bans, the freedom to walk around with the most ugly haircut ever sculpted. If safety is what everyone is longing for so much, go lock yourself into a barn, because taking risks is part of living your life, you idiots. I'm telling you, the next step that the government will take will be to stop citizens from doing things before the thought has even popped up in their heads. Minority Report, anyone? Thus, there will be no more freedom to choose. No freedom whatsoever. This is a dangerous pitfall, seriously. Can we leave a message? The alias man. The government is scanning all the websites for potential threats. They make people disappear that spread rebellious ideas. It's vital that people like you show the courage to write about the truth. A heartfelt thank you. Thank you. But you man should put on your tinfoil hat. We have Tommy. I really like what you're doing here. I can relate to being fed up with the government so much. We must act now. Want to meet sometime, Hancock? On some occasions, I deeply question the purposes of this message page. This is one of them. Oh, Goldfells. Okay. Dear Hancock, by pure coincidence, I stumbled upon your website. Frankly, your thinking and your attitude to get other people think alike left quite an impression on me. I am looking for people willing to join a debate club called The Thought, and I think your presence could really liven up the discussion. Okay. This is going to be Goldfells. Let's see. Alright. Dear Goldfells, I feel a little confused now. Is this Thought a blog, an activist group, or a debate club? Perhaps all three? Exactly. Like, what's going on? I don't know where you got the weird impression I would be willing to join some debate club. I'm already debating here all day. On my own. This country needs change. Freaking action. If you have this to offer that as well, drop me a PN here. Don't spam. Thanks a ton. Mariah says, I like the idea you want to start a band. What about the name The Targets? The Targets sounds kind of lame to me, Mariah, but thanks anyway. I might consider that. Your articles suck. Well, you should go write poetry instead. While he was staring at the flashing monitor in the dark, all alone in the room that he was allowed to inhabit by his parents' mercy, and only dressed in his dotted shorts and that his mom had disposed this morning, he finished the words, your articles suck, with a strike of the enter key, and in that moment he was content, for he had never written anything more intelligent or relevant in his entire life. By the way, your grammar sucks. I mean, he's got some spunk. I can't fault Harrison for that. All right, what else do we got? Let's see. Topic debate club invitation. All right, started by Goldfells. Dear readers, I would kindly like to invite those who are interested to our newly founded debate club called The Thought. Our primary discussion will revolve around how people can be made aware of a topic in the age of information overflow. First, we will brainstorm and discuss various options. Then, dependent on participation and interest of attendees, we will perform practical exercises and test sessions for empirical research. The Thought meetings are scheduled to take place every Thursday night at 7 p.m. sharp. Meetings will take place at Cyber Cafe Chestnut, Complex D on Stellington campus. No registration is needed, just come by. You can also visit our blog online. We'll click that in a minute, see if it's fixed. We're looking forward to meeting you and to discuss a topic that is pertinent in our current day lives. Okay, debate club, ain't nobody got time for that. Let's see, Debbie R says, if I find the time after work, I might come round. I'm a general law student in my 9th semester. Can I claim any credit points for participating? Let's see, a minor update. We will have a wonderful guest join us at our meetings. Hancock has been theorizing ways of political engagement on his independent blog, Hancock's Writing on the Wall, for several years now, and is sure to enrich our debate sessions. Debbie R, sadly, this is not an officially accredited event. I'm sorry. We've seen Concerned One before. He was on Goldfell's blog, I think. I'm not a student, only here for self-improvement. But the topic really piqued my interest. Am I able to join? My name is Nina, by the way. Concerned One. Let's be honest with one another, shall we? The first few sessions were not exactly full, aka empty. So yeah, the last thing Abe and me are going to do is give up hope. So we would be glad if you drop by next Thursday. It doesn't matter who you are. We don't care whether or not you're a Stelligan. I'm not, just a guy with ideas who is maybe lucky enough to realize some of them soon. So Nina, you're very welcome at Thought. Okay, let's add that to Harrison's. Abe thanks a ton for the warm welcome. Okay, so Nina. So there's another member we haven't even heard of yet. I will request clearance to make her a target. We got a green light. All right, we know that she is the concerned user because we've seen her before, right? What a strange alias name. All right. We also wanted to check this. Is still hacked. Okay. We can't do anything about that. Okay, let's see what we have on listener. Let's see. Security warning, unrecognized access. Dear Mr. O'Donnell, your FBTN online banking was just used from an unrecognized device, unrecognized operating system, unrecognized browser, unrecognized location. Don't recognize this activity? Review your recently used devices in your FBTN online banking account now. We are sending you this because we take security very seriously and want to keep you updated on important actions in your bank account. We were unable to determine whether you have used this browser or device with your online banking account before. This may occur when you sign in for the first time on a new computer, phone, or browser, when you use your browser's incognito or private browsing mode, or remove your cookies, or in case somebody else is accessing your account. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? So, we have 2 data chunks that we gotta figure out, right? Where was it? Wait, let's see. Yeah, we've heard that. Let's see. Is there anything else here? Do we have concerned on here? I can't stand tearing down. Anything here? I don't think so. There's nothing there on the gigs page. Anything on the band page? I don't think so. Nothing new. And I don't think there's anything here. Alright. So where was the... I'm not sure why it says there's a data chunk there. Harrison's timeline. Alright, so who do we think? So I feel like it could, now that we know that, I feel like it could be Harrison, right? He could have been the one to... Alright, let's go back to Harrison. He could have been the one that initiated things. Where would it be? Wall of text? As soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people. She organized a plan to occupy. Why? I don't see why both couldn't happen at the same time. But let's go ahead and drag his on and see what happens. His definitely seems more suspicious. Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. Very well, it is a pattern, exactly as we suspected, but we still have no idea about the third location. We need to be diligent now. Lives might hang in the balance. In the worst case, that we cannot determine the location on time. Well, I might have to conduct an interrogation with Miss Watergate. I want to avoid it, though. She's behaving pretty defiantly, I've been told. Looking at what you found so far, I think I might have enough information to put some pressure on her. Alright. Oh, we got a new listener. Knock knock, Harrison. The thoughts are free once again. We are not done yet, you and me. But first, I must turn to another. Uh-oh. Wonder who he's gonna turn to? So now, is this unhacked? Oh, okay. So let's see. Can we get to... We can get to it again. Can we unarchive? Can we see these? Are thoughts still free? We've read this one, right? Let's see. Can we get to any of the other ones? Because it says archived. Alright, so these are still archived. Let's see. Looks like they're still all hidden. Oh, this one's not. Metamorphosis. The fight for freedom will be carried into the streets starting today, and thought will be the spearhead. The government consists of only bad people. Okay. Hostile towards the government? Yeah, you would think so. I don't care what it's in conflict with. That is true. That kind of hostile that builds bombs, most likely. The government can, let's see. The beauty that is freedom of speech. Isn't it great that in this country I can say whatever I please and no one can hold it against me? It's just my opinion. You might disagree. You shouldn't because I'm right at that, but yeah, you may. And you might as well judge me to be a butt, but that's fine too, isn't it? As long as it will not have legal consequences for me. I think it's a great measurement of the amount of freedom in our country that as long as I'm able to write this and there isn't any government lackey taking that statement and reporting it to some superior, we truly are free. George Orwell said, if liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. True that. With the current course towards more and more surveillance, our state of the nation's slow metamorphosis, it is inevitable that this will change one day, and it's well possible that day isn't too far off. There must be a counterweight to this process, and the answer can only be that the thought no longer stays in our hands. No, we will carry it onto the streets of the nation, become transformed, and by that reimplant back into the minds an invincible idea that we shall always be truly free. Okay, that seems accurate. So an activist group after all, and now we know who had the primary say in that. Let's see, this is Nina. This is a great moment. I'm glad we finally get action. Any plans where we will first strike? Who do you think I am? Huh? Of course I do. We will hold a nice little proclamation where we were born. Let's piss off the so-called young elite. No offense, Abe. My friends. All right. Uh-oh. What did we get? My friends, though I share your enthusiasm towards acquiring people's attention, it would be better to avoid Stelligan as a place of any demonstration at the moment. Because of the increased student fees, the atmosphere is heated up enough as it is. We might be able to get back to the Stelligan later on. Why did the music change? What a pity, but you're probably right. So what about holding a proclamation on a government building then? Sounds like a worthy first demo. What is the conflict? Oh, I think we need to strike into the heart of the everyday people to really cause a stir. We should go for storming a Bonton Mall as our first thing. Maybe even wait until it's all busy, say around Christmas. Well, they attacked the government building, right? I feel like that's accurate. Because that was a government building. That must be it. This is where the third bomb will be. Which one? Didn't it say that's all? Oh, whoops. My bad. All right, if that's all we have, it's what we have to work with. So let's get this interrogation thing going before we run out of time. Whoops. So he said, although I know we want to gather more people to join us, we should not discuss the matter here. There are eyes out there who might be malevolent towards us. I'm actually located in the same facility where Miss Watergate is being detained. I hope we picked the right one, man. I will have her move to an interrogation room and walk across. To cover my identity, I will connect to her via an internal hardline. Let's just hope that what you provided gives us enough leverage over her. I will open a connection for you to eavesdrop. After all, this is your case too. Plus, we need all the possible info found in Orwell. Hold on. Oh man. Oh boy. Let's see. Who is this? Why can't you just leave me alone? Miss Watergate, my name is Symes. Great, Symes. You can go screw yourself. I already told the other guys everything over and over again. It wasn't me who hurt the office. We have new evidence that states otherwise, which is why you are in custody again. But that's not what this is about. We are investigating the bombings at Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. I just want to ask you some questions. Cooperate and it might reflect positively on you. Oh, you want to frame me for this as well? I must be such a busy terrorist. I was right here imprisoned while I set up a bomb at Stelligan. We know you didn't trigger the bomb at Stelligan. Maybe not even the one at Freedom Plaza. We do know, however, you have been in close contact with a group called Thought. What? They have nothing to do with it. I want to talk to my lawyer right now. You mean that boyfriend of yours, Joseph Langley? My boyfriend? You know that? We know a lot about you, Miss Watergate. Bah, I don't need to call him then. Now shove off. Your defiance towards me is not advisable. What about your parents, Bruno and Alice? They've got a nice company, don't they? Association with a criminal case against their daughter yet again could hurt them badly. Last time I was in custody, all they ever did about it was suggesting I'd leave my position as junior COO. Does that give you the impression of a picture-perfect family? Well, have it your way then. We have your confession in regards to that nasty incident with the police officer. You'll have to go through that whole process again. It's going to drag on for a long time. And where did you get this supposed confession? I never did anything. Miss Carrington stated this in a conversation with you. Have you been spying on us, you dirty little government screw-up? Well, I hope you also noticed she stated this happened in defense. Indeed, we did note that. That does mean you have nothing on me. It seems my colleagues didn't tell you you have been assessed as potentially dangerous, did they? Ha! Potentially dangerous? I like the sound of that. Me so dangerous. This is not a joke, Miss Watergate. See, it's all in this profile here. In accordance with the safety bill, people assessed as potentially dangerous may be held in custody for a very, very long time until they are deemed no longer a threat. BS! You can't just make up something and flag me as dangerous just because it suits your case. It's an official investigative result. We can even double the time span you'll sit in here with police record like yours. No, why? I hope you like your cell and your cellmates, but cooperate and avoid this at once. Why are you doing this to me? Just answer my questions and I might be able to help. I don't know what you expect from me. I first went to the Freedom Plaza demo. I don't know much about their plans. We know that Mr. O'Donnell had plans to have kind of a proclamation on the roof of a government building. Do you know which one? A government building? I never heard anything like that. Think, Miss Watergate. They have to have mentioned anything remotely like that. I don't know. There was nothing. There has to be something. Talk. No, there wasn't. There never was. Never. I swear. I don't know. This is it, Miss Watergate. The interrogation is over. That didn't go as planned. Not at all. I wonder if we went wrong somewhere about this place. So what do we do now? We're running out of time and options. Evacuate just by making educated guesses? That would cause a PR disaster. We need ideas and fast, else... Oh man. No. Oh, it was the mall. Whoops. We could have prevented this. We could have... I know, if only we had done things differently. There's gonna be some serious fallout from this. I'll do what I can to keep us both in a job. We need to pull this group apart. Tomorrow, we'll have a serious look at the remaining member, this Nina. Until then, you are dismissed. So I misinterpreted that. I thought they were saying what the first one was, not what we were going to be doing next. Like, if I would have not guessed so quickly if we knew that. The Circle Mall hit by a terrorist. The Circle Mall has been attacked with an explosive device and is being sealed off by the police. Our news desk has just been informed that a detonation has occurred at the Circle Mall in Boston. At this moment, police forces have secured the surrounding area and are continuing to evacuate members of the public trapped at the location, trapped inside. An emergency helicopter has been sighted at the location, along with several ambulances. It is currently unknown how many people have been harmed due to the incident. We will continue to update this report as the situation develops. Police spokesperson have advised the public to keep clear of any areas surrounding the Circle Mall at this time. Oh man, we screwed up. We screwed up, guys. We messed up. Ugh. We're definitely gonna have to go visit this Nina person, but let's see. Unprocessed data chunks. I think let's see. Is there something that we need to come back with and look at? I don't know. Freedom is unfree. I don't think there's anything. Let's quickly look through these and make sure there was nothing we needed to do. Okay, so this is about Nina. Let's pull up Nina's profile. Guy there was only a cop. She despises law enforcement. It was messy, I know, all the way back. I bet this goes both ways, probably. All the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. Messed up organizing something for thought. Okay. Interesting. What did she do for thought that she might have messed up? I don't know. Let's see if there's any. We'll quickly look and see if there's anything new that will be linked to her. Outskirts camping. What does that have to do with anything? I don't know, but let's add it to his account. I don't know what use it is. We'll see. Outskirts camping? That is one ugly place, but I guess it's cheap. Oh, I bet that's where his trailer is, right? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Anything else? I think that might be it. So let's see. Can we get a summary? We'll finish our work for today. All right. So, another bombing occurred at Stelligan University. An identical letter has reached the authorities. Can we scroll over? Okay. The two bombings must be connected. The Thought held 3 protests. The Thought group has held 3 demonstrations, the locations of which seem to match the bombing locations. The Thought group is inactive. The bombings may be the deeds of a single individual. A third bombing that occurred at the Circle Mall could not be prevented. So we learned a lot about Harrison and Abraham and Juliet and then Nina. Nina, we're definitely going to have to follow up with, but we will come back to that for day 3 in the next episode. So we definitely screwed up in this episode 100% because I misinterpreted what was being said. Oopsie, I may or may not have caused the death of a whole bunch of people. My bad. But we probably could have prevented that if we'd made the right choices. But we're just gonna have to roll with it. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv/LeR27. I have my schedule posted in the about and in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/LeR27. And I hope you join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye. All right, so let's go ahead and head to the main menu. All right. And that is going to be it for today. I know I said we were going to end early, but apparently I lied. Apparently we're going to end right on time. So anyways, I hope you guys had fun with that. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. Let's see, who can we raid, and then we'll talk about... we will be back. We're not having a stream tomorrow, so no stream tomorrow. I'm going to be celebrating Valentine's a week early, so we will be streaming on Valentine's though, probably. So anyways, but we will be back on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time with some more Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So I hope you are excited about that. Now let's see. I'm looking to see who is on. What is anyone even playing? All right, let's raid Beefy. We haven't raided him in a while. He's playing Marvel Rivals. So let's go say hi to Beefy. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a lot of reading, but we're learning as we go. Details matter. We have learned this. It's definitely important to pay attention to the details. So I think the first episode I paid too much attention to details. The second one, not enough. So we definitely got to be more alert for day 3. But anyways, I will see you guys Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Central. So thank you. Until then, guys, bye.